Trying to get this going here. This podcast is going to be about Indiana football playing against the Illini of Illinois. So we have to talk about a couple things before we get to that. We had a injury happened in the last game against Indiana State that was kind of devastating in a way. So a BB went out with a leg injury. He's going to be out for the year. So people are going to have to step up now. Backups are going to have to get going and get in line. So I think we'll see a lot of Black, which I like him as running back anyway. He's a tough cookie, and he runs hard. I really like the way he runs and puts his shoulders low to the ground, trucks forward with those strong legs of his. So that will help out. We'll have to see what they do with what's going to go behind him. I don't know if it's going to be the redshirt freshman or someone else is going to take a spot. We'll have to see after practice gets over this week and see how that goes. Some keys of the game, I think anyway, is for our offensive game plan is to spread the field. Illinois' defense is strong up front. They have some really good defensive linemen and linebackers. So I think we should spread the field, attack the secondary. Quick passes, RPOs, PROs, try to get inside there to get some big plays from it. I think we should really concentrate on running the ball, especially on the outside. See how we do. I think our line is a lot better, so we might control the line of scrimmage. Like I said, attack the secondary. They often play physical man coverage. They play multiple defenses. You see them in a 3-4, 3-5, 4-5. I mean, you see them in a lot of different defenses. So I think that we have to wear them down and play tough against them on the running game, control the chains, control the field, and about getting first downs and keeping them out of our end zone. Our defensive game plan should be stop the run first. Stop the run. They have a very good quarterback, passing quarterback with Altmaier. Disrupt his rhythm. Disrupt his rhythm, and watch against the play action. So that's one thing we'll have to work on. Keys to winning the game is get an early lead, jump on top, control third down. That's important to control the third down, make them, punt the ball. This is a pretty basic thing for everybody. Protect the football. Like I said, their offense is led by Luke Altmaier. He's a very savvy veteran quarterback coming back. They have some very good running backs, wide receivers. They have a kid, I think his name is Justin Bowick. I'm trying to remember. I should have wrote it down, and I didn't. But a tall, lengthy receiver, pretty good speed, so he can really break up away from it, and also he has a good body control to catch the passes and block out our cornerbacks. So that's something I'm going to look at. Hank Betty, he's a dual threat wide receiver. So, I mean, he's another one you have to watch out for. He's got really quick feet, Uh, he breaks fast off his cuts, and our hip movement for our cornerbacks is going to be imperative in this game. Some of their defensive leaders is Gabe Jackas, a relentless force off the edge. So I mean, he's really good coming off. Xavier Scott, another defensive leader for Illinois. He's got a couple of first-team Big Tens, so that should be good. He should be a guy we have to watch out for. Linebacker, defensive lineman, their whole front is pretty good. Like I said, they transition a lot to the on the front, the way they disguise their fronts. So it gives opposing teams a lot of distractions or mismatches, the disguise in their coverage. I apologize, I haven't been here much. I'm kind of distracted a little bit. My mom has been in critical care for the last couple of weeks, and so my thoughts and prayers are with mom. And my dad has been a warrior up there, along with my sister, myself, and our significant and others trying through this. So I'm kind of out there today, so I apologize. But team, you know, so like I said, for our offense, we have to run to control the clock, control the tempo, attack the edge, and formation balance, exploit the secondary pre-snap, and you utilize tempo to test depth. Defensively, one thing that I noticed when I was watching tape is that against Duke, in the first half, Duke had, I believe, 4 or 5 sacks coming from the defensive end / linebacker / whatever you want to call it now. But Illinois ended up coming back in the second half and made the adjustments they needed to do, so it didn't. They didn't have any sacks in the second half against Duke. But so that's something that Indiana, I think, could profit on either side of the defensive line, creating stunts on the outside to attack their tackles and try to make their guards have to step back farther to try to pick up the blitzes. Stunts in the middle are going to be huge in this game. I'm really interested to see how our defensive linemen do. I need them to step it up. Definitely in this game, rest of the season, honestly. But this game is going to be imperative that our defensive linemen either take up men like CJ West used to do. You know, he'd take on 2 or 3 of the offensive linemen and would open up our players on the outside to get in, or our linebackers to blitz. Prioritize containment, limit Lardy and Vegan to bundling the runs and help maintaining the gap. Discipline, shorten the field, force Illinois into a 3rd and long, especially away from Boeck and Betty to red zone threats. Press red zone coverage. Illinois thrives at tight spaces. Tougher James-based red zone coverage may disrupt timing and throws. Special teams and intangibles won the field position battle with Beatty dangerous on returns and Boeck as a red zone asset. Keeping them contained is key. Discipline execution. We have to eliminate penalties. We had I believe 45 yards and penalties in the last game against Indiana State. We cannot do that in the Big Ten. We have to limit our penalties and not turn over the football. We had some turnovers the last couple of games. So I mean, we really have to do that. I'm calling on all the Bison Mafia. We have to be up every game, all game long, first through fourth. Like I grew up watching Syracuse and Buffalo. That the crowd makes a difference. We have the whole crowd, not just the student section. Everybody in the stadium has to be loud on all four downs. Take away the energy from them and give it to the IU guys. So, I mean, last year was an exciting year for us and for the fan base. We really picked it up. We're done with our 3-game pregame, our preseason, whatever you want to call it. Our strongest test was Old Dominion. Old Dominion was a really good team and proved that as they went on our third game. So they're a good team, and that's like I said in my first podcast that they were going to be a good team, and they are. But the other 2 games weren't as competitive as the first one. One thing I've noticed is that Fernando's going to have to get his eye discipline down. There was a lot of mistakes that I saw on film, and hopefully he can get that cleaned up before this Illinois game. As far as running backs go on IU, running back situation, we're going to have some of the backups, like I said, they're going to have to come up and step up. I imagine that Black's going to do a lot of carries. I love that guy. I mean, he hits a hole hard. I like that. And the true freshman, I think, redshirt freshman rather, we'll have to see how he does. He ran strong when I was watching film against Indiana State. The quality of players that are playing against this week is going to be a lot higher. I mean, these guys, Illinois has got a very good defense, very fast defense, very well disciplined defense that brings a lot of different looks. Well, I'm interested to see how our line does, and which I think they'll be fine, but we'll have to see at that. We have Benson was out for the couple of quarters, I guess, for some team discipline issues. To the IU football players, that this is bigger than you. This is bigger than an individual. It's imperative that you work together as a unit. I don't care if you're the first team all conference player, Elijah Surratt, I don't care, Omar Cooper. I don't care if you're the lowest guy in the totem pole. The work that you put in, showing our players the offense on the scout team and defense, you guys make the season. So work hard and enjoy the spoils afterwards. And I'm sure the coaching staff at IU will reward you later. Work your way up. I mean, I told this to Jamari Sharp last year when we had a chance to talk, in a situation. I told him, hey, listen, Jamari, I know you're not starting right now. You end up playing more as the season went on. I said, but, earn your keep, work hard, be disciplined, and you will get there. And he has, and he's doing a very good job. I'm very proud of him. When I used to coach, that would be one of my things. If you weren't a starter, play like you are a starter in every practice, and soon you will be a starter. Team discipline. You guys have to discipline yourselves. Make sure you're going to class. Make sure you're not partying all the time. Make sure that you keep the team together and become one unit, a family. Our keys to winning is pretty simple. Get an early lead, control third down, protect the football. We've had a couple of instances in the last couple of games where we've lost the ball. Control the clock. So it's pretty basic about this game. And last year I was just like amazed. I talked to some people in the beginning of the year, and I did not think that we would have the record we had, and I was proven wrong. After I got to watch film a little bit on them last year in the first couple of games, I was like, wow, we have a chance to go far. But it took me a couple of weeks to see that happening until I started to look at the film. So that's all for today. It's kind of short and sweet. I'm hoping that we get later on here, maybe later on in the week, I can get somebody on to help me with this, and we'll talk together and get this going more. So have a good day, everybody. God bless. Let's go beat it up on those Illini. Let's be loud. Let's be proud. Let's go.